Shubor na Khlem jong unong san Hima.
President Kanot Eastern Hill University Teachers Association, Professor Lakhon Kama, henne kasngi uloong, bakalong kaman haskul ba Nehu kalahir hadu kata-kata, na kadaw jong kajing bomdon Vice Chancellor, bat kajing tuklar kajong yaki kam kijam, haskul ba Nehu. Habakran makinong to kubor Professor Lakhon Kama uloong, ba Vice Chancellor menta kumbasan spa saw post ni umshum lawan Nehu, kabalakta asibun yaki kam kijam bat karukom tre kam jongka. Uloong bawat la umdon Henry uni Vice Chancellor utukla riki kam ki baman kasni bat kakta ru ya karukom tre kam jongka. Professor Kamau la ban rap shu da kaboong ba kajing bam ai jing tho ban pen scam ya kinong hikai ki bala thung house nem arhaja apulai kajing bam yo jing tip ya ki rai bala shim ha ke executive council kabala pun long dang shen kabu jing e shu ulapan pauru ya ki jing e kabaya dewa ka kampisa pilan ka jing pen slam ban pelan ya ki bil ba ka jing bam don nong yalam ka pendo ya ki nong hikai bat ki wei de ki badan benta lang na ka benta kalawei jong ka university. President Nehu tau lapan pau ke Kyrmen ba uban Shimti ya kashuki Vice Chancellor hadin bakapor jong Vice Chancellor ba minta kan kutno ha arpusantre ubanai naitung arhaja apun rio unget ba ki ban Shimti Thymmai kintei Biang ya kani ka school ba kabala rimba.
You had started in November 2024, and since then, what today is, I would say, more than about, say 540 days to be precise. That this VC, so 540 days that he is continuously out of the headquarters. Certainly, it has impacted the day-to-day functioning of the university, more so because while he is not here in the university, the regular VC, he is interfering in a day-to-day functioning of the university, and that's why everything is at standstill. There are so many issues which are important. Say, for example, the confirmation of teachers who were appointed way back in 2023. By now, ideally, of course, the rule says very clear that once they complete their probation, it should be, by default, they should be confirmed, but a letter has to come from the EC that it has been confirmed. Now, the bad part is, since the month of, I think, March and the last month, say March and April, I think he already had 2 EC meetings, we are told. But the confirmation has still not been done for whatever reason we don't know, because the minutes of the meeting nobody has seen. No member knows, at least in Nehu, knows what has transpired in these 2 EC meetings, which were held. One, of course, in Delhi, the other online that he had in the just a few weeks back. Now, the sad part is because he is a person who is not concerned with the welfare of the university and, of course, the larger teacher community. The confirmation, we really don't know why it is stuck, because the rule is very clear that once they complete their probation, university there's no other, unless there is a court case, something is sub judice, except few cases of which are sub judice, all other cases by default should have been confirmed by now. A letter should have been issued to them that your service has been confirmed. But now, this person with ill intention is deliberately trying to delay the whole thing and not allowing the confirmation to take place. So teachers who have been newly appointed are actually suffering. Other than that, of course, we have the almost complete paralysis as far as the administration is concerned, because we don't know who is calling the shot in Nehu. We don't know who is deciding, because apparently, as per statutory provision, the PVC is supposed to decide everything in absence of the VC. But he also probably is reluctant because of interference from Professor Shukla. And Professor Shukla himself, he is not here in the campus, so naturally he is not functioning the duty of the VC, although he is drawing full salary, I guess, because the salary is being paid fully. And ministry, of course, is aware of that. Now, in this scenario, naturally, the leadership is missing in the university. We don't know who is steering the university. It's just that because university is an old university, having very set rules, which has been practiced over the years, 50 plus years of experience, I think has allowed us to continue to function, which We take our classes, we do our admission, we conduct our test, we conduct our exam, results are declared. Because these things doesn't depend on administration much. It depends on the department and the teachers and the one who is involved in the examination. Per se, it is not affecting so much. So students, to a greater extent, I would say, we are taking care of the students. But you look around the campus, everything is on a standstill simply because there is what we call the policy paralysis. There is no fund in Nehu. There is a VC is there who claim to be still a VC, but does nothing as far as getting money to Nehu is concerned, because you all know, I think last year we got only half the share of the recurring cost that Nehu requires, and that has put a lot of financial pressure, and that's why a lot of things are pending, medical bills and all other bills, departmental bills that we bought, consumables and other things. Everything is pending, and we don't know in this financial year 26-27 what will be allocated. He claims to be a VC. He goes around whenever there's a meeting in Delhi or anywhere else as VC of Nehu, but does nothing as far as sorting the problem of Nehu is concerned, which is the financial one. Of course, it is also true that the one who is in charge, let's say a PVC Shillong campus and PVC Tura campus, are equally responsible to ensure that university has to function as per statute, because statutory provisions clearly says that when the VC is not there, the pro VCs, they will function the duties or perform the duties of the VC. But right now, even that aspect of statute probably is not being followed in letter and spirit, and that's why we don't know who is dictating how university has to proceed. So this is a very sad part, simply because while this man is not in the station, he is interfering and ensuring that Nehu should really suffer. And that's what I think it's as stakeholders, as president of the Teachers Association, and as a concerned citizen of Meghalaya, I think it makes us feel very bad to see how Nehu is being treated by these unfit appointments, I would say, as a VC, and he is ensuring that Nehu should continue to suffer till his term ends, let's say on July 25th in this year 2026. I mean, hopefully we have to just wait for this time to pass. Another 2.5 months is left out. I believe that he will leave for good, and then of course we will get a very good VC, hopefully, because we got 2-term VCs who are totally detached from Nehu. I believe we'll get a VC who is attached to Nehu. Problem is there is no information because the minutes has not been circulated. I mean, we are told that probably there was quorum and he had a normal meeting. Although I think from Nehu and from, I don't know if anybody from state government has attended, certainly from Nehu, say 4 deans by seniority, they have not attended. Then the senior most associate professor have not attended, the senior most professor have not attended. College principal, I think probably one of them have attended. So I'm told that they got quorum. The only thing is, meeting was held in the month of March and of course April again. There is no minutes available. We don't know what decisions were made, and it is such a precarious scenario that EC meetings are held, minutes are not circulated. So basically, university doesn't even know what its executive council is doing to look into the welfare of the university, because it's almost like a secret document of the VC and the one who is preparing the minutes after the meeting is over. And that, because ideally, whenever an EC meeting or an AC meeting or any statutory body meeting is there, minutes has to be circulated. Whether I attend or don't attend, minutes will come to me as a member. But none of our members in Nehu have any idea whatsoever that what has transpired in the meeting. And that has added more problem as far as the university is concerned, because the most important component in this is, of course, the appointment of the next VC of Nehu, which I probably, I thought I would like to mention that letter was sent to the university by the ministry on February 18, 2026. Saying that as per your statute, which is very clear, that VC has to be appointed from a panel of 3 names. So kindly suggest 2 names through the EC. And 2 meetings has been held since then. We don't even know because we have not seen the advertisement, because advertisement of VC-ship of Nehu will come from the ministry. I don't know why they are linking the two. Ideally, the advertisement should have come by now. While advertisement, because there will be some time given, 45 days, 50 days, whatever time is given for the applicants to apply for VC-ship. The search committee has to be constituted in the meantime. But maybe even the ministry is waiting for the constitution of the search committee, whereby the Nehu EC has to forward two names who are not related to Nehu in any way. And these names, out of the two names will be suggested by the EC. One, of course, will be given by the visitor, who is the President of India, who will be the convener of the search committee. But that exercise, which is so crucial to get rid of Shukla, probably he is dilly-dallying it simply because he is thinking that maybe, by not appointing people or not nominating people to the search committee, he will be able to backdoor, get an extension. Probably he is doing this in a very deliberate manner, but I believe that 2 EC meeting was held, it should have been done. But it's just that because we don't have any minutes, we really don't know. And I still have a belief that probably it would have been done, or it should have been done. But so far, because there is no document available with us, we believe that if he has not done it after having 2 EC meeting, means that he is deliberately trying to delay the appointment of VC in Nehu. Maybe he is thinking that by delaying the search committee composition or constitution of the search committee, I will be able to seek an extension from the ministry. And that is where I think it's a worrisome situation for us, because we as stakeholders, as Nehuta, as teachers of this university, is totally against any kind of extension that should be given to somebody who is totally detached from Nehu for more than 500 days continuously. He is not in the campus, who is totally least bothered about the welfare of the university. I don't see any reason for the ministry to even think of extending him by a day. But his actions is hinting towards an indication that probably he is thinking that by delaying the constitution of this search committee, I will be able to seek an extension. And probably because he had this nefarious design throughout his stay in Nehu, even on this issue, probably he's thinking that maybe by not recommending names for the search committee, he will be able to cling to the chair, which we as stakeholders are totally opposed to it, because I don't think people like him deserve even a day of extension after his tenure of 5 years is over, which will be over on 25th of July 2026. Very important question. Why our experience also have with the last cycle where we projected Professor Suma as our desired candidate, and indeed her name was also there to a larger extent, even to the including in the list of probably 5 candidates. But last moment it got changed, and we, in spite of all hopes, I think we didn't get what she deserved as a person, as a very accomplished academician. And we as Jaipanrev, as being stakeholders of the university, we wanted badly. Anyway, that experience also have taught us that as association probably will not harp on XYZ, but we will insist that give us a good VC. Whether he or she is internal, external, we don't know, because we cannot pick and choose VC. But certainly we would like to see whoever comes should not be like Srivastava, the earlier VC, certainly cannot be like Shukla, the current VC whose term is going to end in 2.5 months. We need somebody who is going to rebuild Nehu, who is going to take stakeholders along the process. And on the way, we will try to reclaim what we lost in this last 10, 12 years, I would say, starting from Shukla's time, or Srivastava's time, then in Shukla's 5 years. 6 years of Shukla, Srivastava, and 5 years of Shukla, I think. And then, of course, in between we got some time. So 12 years, I would say, was really a disaster for Nehu, particularly in this last 3.5, 4 years, I think was the worst phase that Nehu has ever seen, because, and we have made it very clear that we have never seen a worse vice chancellor than Professor Shukla, ever in any university, leave aside Nehu. In even smaller university, I think we have never seen anybody worse than him. So we will believe that I think we have paid our karma, I would say, because we have not valued good VCs in the past. We had good VC like Professor Miri. We also had very good VC like Professor Tandon. We had very good VC like Professor Rai. But probably we as stakeholders have not given them the due regards, I would say, that they deserve while they discharge their duty as VC. The result of which is that because we mistreated the chair, when we got good person, our karma came back to us. So we got Srivastava for 6 years, who did nothing for Nehu, and of course Shukla, whose story you all know. So I believe that we have paid off the what we have missed, and now I believe that Nehu will get a very good VC who will discharge the duty, because university has to rise up. We were in top 15 when NIRF ranking started. Today we are beyond 200. And that shows that how far we have degraded because of lack of leadership in the university. And that's why whoever comes, first thing first, he or she have to have the leadership quality, not an arrogant person, certainly, like Shukla, who had this typical mindset that, he is the boss and the rest are just subjects. I think if we get a VC who is a good academician, who is an accomplished person, who have a lot of administrative experience, and is able to take all stakeholders along, I think I see no reason why Nehu cannot rise up again. It's just that we need a person who is attached to Nehu 24/7. If we get that kind of person who is attached to Nehu 24/7, we will reach where we are supposed to reach as a university, because this university is 50 plus years old. We cannot behave as if we got started just 2 years or 3 years or 4 years ago. It looks very bad on our part. Being the oldest central university of the region, Nehu brand is still valid, I would say, as a brand. But then it is degrading so fast that I think we as teachers are really worried. We believe that the VC who will come will be somebody that is having that feeling for the university. And once he's attached to the university, I believe that they will do wonders as far as the upliftment of the university is concerned. And that's where our hope is pinned onto. I believe that God will be merciful this time to Nehu. And I believe very strongly that God has his way to do things. I think this 12 years, 10, 12 years has made us realize what we missed during the good VC's tenure. When a new VC comes, now probably we will be able to put much more energy and give full support to this new Vice Chancellor, so that a lot of pending things which Professor Srivastava didn't do, Professor Shukla didn't do, I think he or she should be able to do it in next 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, whatever be the case, including, and more so because the recruitment, which is the most important aspect, because university is having serious financial crisis because a lot of our money is being paid on outsource, on contractual employee, because Professor Shukla did advertisement for 3 times, non-teaching staff, all got lapsed because he had no time to stay in Nehu. I squarely blame on him for the failure of recruiting the non-teaching staff, because there cannot be a worse Vice Chancellor who advertised the post 3 times, take money from the candidate, then you have to refund them 3 times and still not able to complete the process in 1 year. What is the validity of that particular advertisement? This speaks volume of a person who was totally unfit, but he somehow became the VC of Nehu.